again with RaidersStreaming.com and the River Channel. I got Coach Cowles with me on the Coach's Corner here pregame. Coach, thanks for joining me as always. I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
I know you guys are out on a warm one tonight. It's Thursday night, kind of in the 80s or something. It's a heater. How are the boys looking for the game tomorrow against Menomonie or tonight against Menomonie?
Good. We're ready to roll. Good week of practice. You know, guys are focused. Guys are dialed in, so we're excited to go.
Good. Thoughts on Menomonie coming in? I know it's always a battle in the conference, right? Thoughts on these guys in particular?
They're really good. You know, they do kind of the same thing they always do. You know, they line up in that power package and try to pound it, but then they come up with some special things. They boot, they sneak some guys out, but then they'll spread it around a little bit. So they're a hard offense to defend, and defensively they just fly around. They line up in some different things, and they're really good. So we got to be ready to go.
Right on. Any injuries or anything to report kind of team-wise? How are we feeling? Healthy?
Yeah, we're pretty, we're always going to be this time of the year. You know, you're going to be down a few guys, but, guys are stepping up and stepping in, and, guys are ready to go. It's always things that linger a little bit at this time of the year, but feel good about moving forward.
And it sounds like we got a little rain in the forecast maybe again, which we had last week. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I just think it affects both teams the same. It's just kind of the way it goes, and you got to hang on to the ball whether it's rain or shine or whatever it is. So, turnovers is always huge, field position is always huge. So if we can do that, we'll feel pretty good about it.
Awesome. Well, I wish you the best of luck tonight, Coach. I know you guys are going to give it your all. Again, Ken Conan and Coach Cowles on the Coach's Corner. It's Raiders Streaming and the River Channel. Thanks for tuning in.
So we get to see this Hudson defense again. Talking about last week, I'm sure the thought was, hey, let's come back into this game. Menomonie, we set a tone. Again, you're 1-1 in the conference. Menomonie 2-0. River Falls 2-0, sitting right now. Chip started out 0-2. They played Hudson, obviously, and then Menomonie. We talked a little bit last week about Division I, Division II. We'll get into that more here as the game goes on. Talk about the
Menomonie fields that one, kind of hands it off, goes around to that far side, jumps a man or two, makes his way out to about the 25. A little trickery right out of the gates.
Yeah, you're going to see that from them. They're going to throw some different formations that look like they're going to do something, and all of a sudden come out of it and line up completely different. Last week against Chippewa, they had a couple of trick plays. One was a halfback pass, so Hudson's got to watch for that kind of stuff too. It's not typical for Menomonie to be 2-0 or 2-2 at this point, even though they're 2-0 in conference. It's a team that prides itself on kind of being one of the big dogs in the conference.
Yeah.
So younger, lost some key players last year. Good play that time. That
Swallowed up on that right side.
Dickman on that side, coming down the line, making that tackle.
Yep, Sam Dickman, number 6, with a nice hit there.
The other constant you've seen with Menomonie, and certainly with Coach Labuda, is their tempo. They're going to try to get to the line of scrimmage, not waste a lot of time between plays. They're going to get up there, snap the football. Looks like some size on that line. Big old center there. We'll have to get a number on him. There's that power position again.
Up the middle.
Dickman again.
Stuffed right away. Nice play there. Dickman and Reese Thompson in on the stop there. Couple big guys getting into the action. I like it. Early on, a couple early runs too. Knocked them back. Actually kept them right at the line of scrimmage here. So a 3rd and 10.
63 looks like your center. Ben Beistel, 6'4", 255.
You said 6'4"?
Yep, he's
250. Wow, he's a big rig.
Or maybe I was looking at somebody else. That
he doesn't look that big. Who knows?
We'll catch a number there.
Witt under center, sends a man in motion. Whoa, fumbled at the line there. Hudson defense. Come on, boys. Jumps all over things. That'll bring up a 4th down and probably 11. Uh-oh.
Yep,
man down on the field here. Got blown up quick, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Just like a little mishandle in the backfield that time, and the defense got good penetration. You could see the line of scrimmage get pushed back.
Oh, I got to get on. Got to do more replays. I got some feedback last week to do more replays. Yep.
Is that kind of like more cowbell?
Oh yeah, you can never have enough cowbell or replays. Let's test it here. Make sure I'm okay. Yep, we're good. All right.
Well, good start for that Hudson defense coming out, setting a tempo. couple tackle for loss.
We're going to break. We'll be right back. Alrighty, welcome back to Raiders Stadium here. We had a Mustang down. One of the linesmen did not catch number. He was just helped off the field. Hope he is all right. So 4th and long
So
here.
we've got 4th and long. See what they want to do. This is interesting. I don't know. It could be a quick kick here from the, and that's what it's going to be. So Hudson, nobody back. Actually, a pretty good punt.
Yeah.
Healy can field that, pick it up. All right, didn't feel comfortable getting that one, but again, when they line up that way,
that's an
the
interesting
kicking
play.
team
Yeah.
isn't necessarily set to go down and cover that punt either. So, but safe play. Hudson gets on top of it.
I have not seen the quick kick before. That was worked out great for him, right? Bounced all the way down to the 30.
Again, it's kind of another one of those things. Menomonie's going to do some subtle things that maybe give high school brains enough time to think about what are they doing.
Yep.
And that's how they can potentially sometimes trip up the defense a little bit.
Gotcha.
So we'll see what Hudson wants to do here right away. If they try to go to the ground game.
Busting shotgun. Keeps
Option play.
Yeah. Option to the near side. He's got a little room in front of him over the 35,
That's
over the
Jaeger.
40, over the 45, out to the 50. Down just over the midfield line there. That's Jaeger on the run. Nice job. Double deuce.
Yeah. No matter how you slice it and dice it, the offense for Hudson always starts with the run game, and kind of the core of that is the option. So if Hudson can get that going, it just opens up a lot of different options in their offense. No pun intended.
I was going to
there's some
say,
different
come
things
on.
they can do. So there's a play action
Pass coming. Looking
Good
downfield.
protection.
Great protection. Lobs one up. Oh, boy,
Yeah,
all
just-
sorts of coverage.
Yeah, just got to be careful with that. You know, it's plenty of time, but all of a sudden it starts to collapse or you get a little bit of pressure. Sometimes the best decision is tuck it and run or
Yeah.
throw it away.
Yep. 3 defenders back there, and Jaeger does a good job of kind of knocking it out of a possible interception. So Bussin back in the shotgun again. He'll send a man across in front of him now. Takes the snap. Option out
again.
right side. Keeps it. Nice. Picks up 5. Make it 6-7. Bussin, nice job. Rambling on down there. Picks up about 8 on the play. We'll bring up a 3rd and much more manageable for Hudson. 3rd and 2. All right, I got to get on my replay key a whole lot more here. I'm gonna work on that.
Here they come again with McDonald and Thompson into the game.
What did you call this
Defensive
last
players.
time? The jumbo?
Yeah, little jumbo package. Kind of watch where they line them up. So looks like right now Thompson is a wing back, kind of a lead blocker, and you got McDonald out on that tight end spot.
Handoff. Picked up a couple.
Not much there,
enough,
maybe
though.
a yard.
Yep. You're going to mark it at about the 40, so that'll be about a half a yard shy, I think. Slow on
They're
the
going to go
replay.
for it here.
Yep, doesn't surprise me.
That play was just, you had the substitutions, and it was kind of a quick snap. I'm not sure everybody was quite on the same page with the timing on that play, but see what Hudson wants to do here. I expect probably a hard count, get a good look at the defense, maybe get lucky, get him to jump off sides.
Yep, slung Roby in motion there. I'll stop things now. Roby back to the near side. Bustin looking at the sideline. Roby running all over the place out there. He's set. Up. Here we go again. Keeps it.
play
Option
again.
to the near
Stretch
side.
that
Roby
out.
needs to get
Oh,
around the
boy,
corner.
Good tackle.
Oh, what
Just
a play.
a really good tackle. Number 0 that time. Ray Pember comes up and makes the stick.
Good speed coming to the after the option was
Yep.
pitched out.
Yeah, just nothing really there. Loss of a couple yards.
Shoot, I was thinking we were going to pick that one up, my friend. All right, so the Mustangs will take over at their 42-yard line. So Witt under center this time. Quick handoff up the middle. Nice job by the D. Picked up maybe 2. Bring up a 2nd and 8. A bunch of bodies blazing through the middle of the line there.
Yeah.
Defense doing a good job putting a stop to that. Menomonie up to the line quickly. Chipped over that far side. Little pitch.
Nice
tackle.
job. Good job that time coming up from his corner spot, Sam Buchler. So you see how they're kind of packing their lineup.
Yeah.
You could see where they obviously were running to the side where they had the blockers. Quick pitch. It's important. You've got cornerbacks and safeties that have to be up there being able to support the run, come up and make those tackles. Safeties also have kind of double responsibility to make sure they're watching that nobody kind of flares out of the backfield. But that time Buchler came up, made a nice play.
Third down here. Pitch back. Goes right up the gut.
Nothing
doing there. Nice job. Nice play.
Aiden Tempering there on that tackle. So see what they want to do here. Hudson watching the formation. Obviously 4th and 12 where they were at before. It didn't seem like a situation where they were going to go for it. You saw the quick kick. This time they're going to set up in a normal punting set. So no surprise. But again, this is a team that can pull a rabbit out of the hat sometimes and try a fake from time to time.
Creatures getting into things down to our left here. We'll get a quick video of them when we get a chance. Getting Mustangs back to punt here. Lined up at the 35. Good snap. A little bit of a short kind of squibber off to that left side and out of bounds.
Not much there.
Got off the side of his foot or
punt
something.
Of about maybe 18 yards.
Yeah, just weird.
Not even that.
What's that? Yeah, you could tone that down, Jeff.
Hudson going to start at about the 40 here.
That's better. For now, at least. Well, good field position for Hudson. The Mustangs had great field position as well. Didn't make it too far. We'll see what the Raiders can do with it now. Bussing back again in the shotgun. Quick handoff to the near side, trying to get around the corner. Just can't do it. That's Caples trying to get to the near side here.
Yeah, the key to get that, to pop those plays outside, and that wasn't an option play. That was kind of a quarterback read where he handed it off to Caples, and need to get that corner blocked, whether it's with your tackles or a receiver coming up, making that quick block. Another jet sweep outside here, cuts
Gets
that
around,
up.
Yep, nice job. Picks up about 6-7 on the play here. That'll bring up, again, a short third down.
Brooks Blusky, the ball carrier.
Getting into that kind of twilight right now, aren't we, Jeff? Where it's tough to get the light just right on the camera here. Again, third down and short. Ball spotted at about the 49. Bussin rolls to the near side here. Pitches it over to Yeager. Yeager busts through a couple. Nice job. Yeager comes all the way down to about the 44-yard line and gets pushed out of bounds. Nice run by him.
Yeah, he got a block on the edge by Nathan Michaels. We talk about how important it is for those blockers on the edge, and I'm talking about the receivers in that option. If they get beat, that's where you see the tackle for loss or you see that option play get blown up. Jake did a good job being patient, kind of following down the line, reading the defense. Not a huge seam there, but enough certainly for Yeager to pick up about 6-8 yards.
We'll take it. So first down here. Ball marked at the 43. Again, option out to the right side.
Needs
Yeager
that
trying
block.
to find
He
that
gets
seam.
a pretty decent one there. Caples, the lead blocker, picks up a couple.
Rush number 22, Ross Yeager, tackled by number 0, Ray.
So what happens, or what as an offense are you thinking about here if you're having a little bit of success with the option or you're running it a lot?
Yeah.
Is you're setting yourself up potentially for not only maybe a quarterback keeper, because they're going to run that guy in motion.
Sure.
The defense is going to think option, option, option. And then you've got an opportunity to start
Bussin'
hitting the
rolling
middle
over
a little bit more. He's got a tuck and run there.
Yeah, Bussin picks up a couple. Wow!
Yeah, puts the shoulder down.
Lays the hammer down. Bussin. Woo! We hadn't seen that this year. Nice job.
Got a flag?
Boy, Bussin just. We got a flag on the far side there.
Formation on Hudson. 5 people in the backfield.
So an illegal formation called on Hudson. That play all for naught. Student section will let them know how they feel about that. Not real happy. So I bring up a second and 13.
Looks good to me. It says 2nd and 46 on the clock or on the scoreboard, but I don't think that's right.
I don't think that's quite right.
There you go.
There you
See,
go.
you're right.
Eagle eyes over here. All right, Bustin back in the shotgun. He'll send a man in motion.
Blitz coming.
Yep, got to get rid of this one. They do. Chuck down the field.
Oh,
Nobody
boy.
there. Oh, goodness. Got away with one. Got people like emailing me on my website tonight. This is interesting. Mark Lee, thanks for tuning in. Watching from Hudson. Go Raiders. Must beat the Mustangs. Appreciate that. I'll throw up our text the booth here just at the end of the quarter so you can. That's a lot easier way to reach us in the booth. I just happened to see that one pop up. 3rd and long here for the Raiders. Ball at the 46. Jaeger in motion. Bustin drops back.
Looking for a
Screen. Yep.
Pass.
Oh,
covered well.
Sniffed out well there. Number 4, I think, was it?
44 made the tackle
Thank you.
there, linebacker.
That's Cole Sminsky. He was in the perfect spot there. So
Yeah.
Hudson will punt this one. Just kind of trading, 15, 20 yards here on both sides.
Yeah, well, and let's just kind of see what Hudson comes back this next series. Everything's kind of been on the outside in the run game. Passing.
Kick. Fair catch called for. Oh, he bobbled that one. Giddy up. Always fun when they bobble the catch.
Yeah.
Watch that one more time. Oh, I guarantee his heart went boom, boom. Look out!
Pretty good punt that time.
Yeah, not bad.
Sawicki with the boot.
Wiki.
You're getting into we're at what? 4th game of the year, 2-1 so far, right? So or 5th game.
Yeah.
Okay, well
They just
I
fly by,
missed a
don't
week.
they?
Yeah, they do. So 3-1.
Yes, sir.
So as a team, you're trying to get a little bit more continuity. What's our identity on offense? What are we going to do? You're starting to, as coaches, you're probably thinking, "Come on, guys, we're in our 5th week here. Let's get this thing going."
You bet. Another run, tries to spin for a couple, picked up maybe 3. Cheer and stunt team doing a great job getting the creatures going. We're going to have some special guests in the booth. We're going to be talking about the cheer and stunt event coming up. 2 of the cheer and stunt leaders, I think, from the team will be up here. Should be nice. That'll be during halftime, so stick around for that. So 2nd down, maybe 6 here, something like that. Handoff again.
Nice,
Oh,
nice.
just crushed in the middle there. Nice job by Hudson.
So it's just a quick, subtle adjustment with this Hudson defense, some kind of moving some guys around. I've noticed that Sam Dickman is now kind of lining up as a defensive tackle. We've had him as a defensive end before, more on the outside. He's number 6, so watch him tempering the same thing. He's been moved to the outside now as a defensive end. Both those guys very active so far this game.
That's better now, Jeff.
Will McDonald
you almost
staying
need that
out
now.
on that
It's
outside.
getting dark.
So tempering and McDonald as your defensive ends.
3rd and 4.
Stockman and Hatfield in the middle.
Oh, rolling out for a pass. Got a pursuer
Good
on him.
pressure.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah!
nice
Bringing the heat. Big play there by you-know-who. Number 14. That's
Hayden Tempering.
Aiden Tempering.
Just mentioned, he's playing outside now, using that athleticism to get out on that play, close quickly on the quarterback to get the sack.
Close to a hold being on him there, but nevertheless, a great play by Tempering. All right, 4th down. Punt coming up for the Mustangs. That Tempering, boy, he's a big rig.
Good athlete.
Yes,
Yep,
he is.
It's fun to
Very
watch.
good athlete. We'll get a whistle and a stoppage here. Timeout, Mustangs.
Yeah, a little bit slow start for these offenses so far. The defense for both teams come to play. Let's see what Hudson can do here with about a minute left in the first quarter with this next possession they have.
Again, Menomonie lined up at about the goal line here. Gets that kick away. Much better than the last one, out to the 50. Fair catch called for by Yeager. He'll back up about a yard. 49 is where they'll spot that one. Well, so far, so good on, I shouldn't even say it. On the rain, there's the jinx.
Yeah.
Way to go, Conan. You really had to say that, didn't you? Yeah, but boy, when we came over tonight, it was pretty steady out there, and it looks like things have kind of quieted down, and it's kind of what we were thinking as the night progressed. It was going to kind of calm down from a rain perspective. 1st and 10, Bussin, shotgun. Yeager in motion. Goes for the option. Oh,
nice.
Keeps
Good
this
read.
one.
Good
Good.
read.
Good. All right. Again, lays the hammer down there as Bussin's really laying into some of these hits. I like seeing it.
Yeah, he's getting some confidence there running the football. Not afraid to put his shoulder down. That time made a good read. You could even see that the cover man or the pitch man for Menomonie fell down. Good read, picked up the positive yardage, about 10.
And you had called that earlier. They were kind of setting that up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good call. Again, shotgun. Fakes the handoff. He'll keep this one again. Nothing going on there in the middle. Maybe 1 yard. I don't know if that.
Yeah, not much there that time, but that's all right. You know, it's a little bit of a chess match right now, trying to get your footing underneath you, what's working, what's not.
2nd and 10 coming up for the Raiders. Option
to
coming
that
to the near
option.
side. Yep, trying to get around one. Oh,
Just didn't get that block on the edge. And that, again, that's so important. That's where you see the tackle for loss. If that blocker can't engage and at least seal the defender, it's going to be a loss just about every time with that option.
So a loss of a couple there. That'll bring up 3rd and 13. End of the quarter here. Well, a little bit of back and forth here. Again, it seems like we've been playing between the 35 and the 35
Right.
for the entire game so far. I know we pushed Menomonie back that last drive with a nice punt, but just a lot of action in the middle of the field here.
It's so far for the last 5 quarters, this offense has kind of been stuck in the mud, spinning their wheels. Not quite, with the exception of that nice drive last week to start the second half. You know, they've kind of been shooting themselves in the foot. Here we sit again with a 3rd and long, probably a passing situation. But, again, they're trying to just get that running game established. Not working so well necessarily on the outside. Maybe got to start pounding some inside action.
All right, we've got our digits up. Feel free to drop us a line, and when I say that, a text would be great. If you call us, we can't really answer on that line. Not that we don't want to talk to you. I mean, really, let's keep it real. We're always up for a good conversation. 3rd and long here. Bussin'. Back to pass. Got a guy up the seam. Oh, my goodness. Had him for a split second. That was number 18 for Hudson.
That's
Lassard. And I don't know if one of the Mustangs maybe got a hand on it or not. Of course.
Yeah, one of the
replay.
looked like a linebacker was kind of dropping into coverage. Might have just shielded Lassard enough to. But the ball was pretty well thrown by Jake that time. You can tell the difference when he's on balance, off balance, and that time had his feet set.
Yeah.
Strong arm, made a good throw.
So Hudson in the punt on a 4th down here. Nice snap. Good punt, good hang time. No call. No fair catch called for. This one rolls kind of east to west, then north to south, going south to about the 15-yard line, trying to fan it just a little bit to get it to the 15. They'll mark it down at the 16. Decent punt.
Yeah. Well, and so far we're looking like maybe a low-scoring game. Both these offenses
Yeah, right.
having a tough time getting their footing and getting anything going. Raider defense so far this game looking pretty sharp.
Yeah. Good to see them bounce back with a good start here. So the Mustangs will take the field. First down after that punt. Ball at the 15, just inside the 15. Witt under center for the Mustangs. Pitches that one back. He'll try to get something going, but just nothing there. Good job by the D again. Get some of these replays queued up here. Nice job kind of closing the hole over there on the far side.
Yeah, it's good to have some athletes and some size on that defensive line to have the flexibility to move them around a little bit. You know, we mentioned moving Dickman down now to tackle, and first series Menomonie he had, I think, 3 of those tackles. And we've talked about Aiden Tempering out there on the edge. We'll certainly be talking about Will McDonald as the game goes on, too.
Quick handoff up the middle. Yep. I don't know, about 2 yards there.
Yeah, not much.
Couple, but not a lot. So third down coming up for the Mustangs. Do they have a first down yet tonight?
No, not yet.
I don't think that
not
they do
yet.
either, yeah.
And I don't know that we've seen them try a pass attempt yet. So probably that's what is on the horizon here, about 3rd and 6.
Boy, a pass would be fun to pick off if you were Hudson.
And this, again, is where this
Danger.
formation is tight.
Yep.
You still have to be watching those edges and certainly the backs.
Yep, you called it. Oh, my goodness, just crushed.
Nothing doing. Short gainer, but good coverage that time by the linebacker.
Wow.
Brady Miller, number 53. Picked up about 2.
Well,
Hudson again with the opportunity for great field position here. Let's see if they can capitalize on it.
who was punching his ticket in the backfield there? Was that Tempering?
Didn't see that.
Of course, I didn't catch it on the replay. Dang it, -1.
Getting lots of pressure, though, from that defensive front.
Another punt coming up, or at least we think it'll be a punt. 4th and a couple. Can't imagine they do anything but. Good snap.
This is returnable.
Yep, 45. It's fielded.
Careful of the block on the. There it is, right there.
Got a flag on it?
Block in the back.
Oh, darn it.
You got to be watching.
Just so
when
tough
those guys
to-
get past. I think, oftentimes those blockers on the gunners, what they're thinking is, I don't want to give up a tackle here. But what they don't understand is those guys are moving one way, the runner's running the other way. It's just most often going to be an overrun.
Sure. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's just all of a sudden one cut.
It's a bang play,
yeah.
but you can see it kind of developing. Once that Menomonie defender got inside, our blocker was thinking, oh, I can't give up this tackle.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just touches them enough. It wasn't a blatant block.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad block, but it was wrong angle and wrong spot.
Yeah, you called that one too. Again, ball at the 35 here. Menomonie will shift to their right. Yeager in motion, the double deuce. Pitch over really quick. Up to the 40s, just tiptoeing down the sidelines there. There's some antics going on.
Well, extra blocking
over
action
here
going on.
by the sideline. We got to get the replay on that. Blocks him all the way out of bounds. One more time.
Go to the whistle.
Go to the whistle. That was just priceless. 2nd down and 4. Oh, you got to love these Big Rivers games. It's so fun. Yeager in motion. Hand off to him. He'll go around that far side. Yep, gets a block.
Yeah.
Good job to pop out. Picks up the first down and more.
Yeah. I when he first popped that outside, I thought, oh, because he had enough. I think he had enough of a hole to get that first down, but able to pick up a couple extra yards, had a little bit of a block on that outside.
Capel's on that far side, I think, providing the block. Good job by him. Sometimes those blockers, I just feel like they're unsung heroes almost,
Well,
where
the
they're
offensive
doing
line, we talk about them all the time, and they are. They don't get mentioned often enough, and we try to recognize them and see it out there. Gee.
Bussin trying to kind of work his way through a couple Mustangs there, and not a lot going on. There was a bit of a wall just following them to the near side here, and picked up one on the play. It'd be fun to get something cooking on this drive. I know that'd go a long ways for our offense. So 2nd and long here. Don't have to pick up everything. Just get a bit. Yeah.
So, again, I see some good action happening on that outside. See if Hudson wants to try to hit this middle. There's a run right there
There
up
you
the
go.
middle. Not much, but again, I look at it as we sit here and we're right at the 50-yard line, being able to look down on the field. 3 down linemen for Menomonie. Just got to get a push there and get somebody to the 2nd level.
Right.
Should be able to have some success up that middle.
So 3rd and 8 here. Hudson trying to get something going at midfield. Bussin back in the shotgun. He'll roll out to his left. Got a guy on that far side. Makes a move. 2 more
Oh.
white jerseys to beat. Can't quite get past him.
Reception by number 24, Lyndon Coleman.
Lyndon Coleman on the reception
Haven't
out there.
heard his
Coleman,
name
number
much.
24.
Yeah. So I'll bring up a 4th and looks like 2 out there. And it looks like we're going to keep the offense out there. Time to get her done. Coach is like, nah, we're through punting. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, our defense is playing well enough here.
They
Gonna
are
try to
back
pass
to
here.
pass.
Looking
Has
for
time.
something deep.
Looking deep.
He's
Gets
got
open.
Lassard.
Oh, what a catch!
Caught it.
Are you?
Oh, nope,
they
they're
call it
calling
no
incomplete.
good.
Wow, he stretched for that. It was a good ball.
I got a replay coming
Just
up
off
here.
the fingertips there.
Yeah, the ball did come loose there. You could just see it. Wow, what a launch.
Nice athletic stretch that time by Lassard. Hudson not afraid to go for the big play. 4th and 2. Try for the home run.
Wow, love it. Gosh, I thought he had it. Boy, Bussin won an arm, too.
He's got a great arm. That's
Dang.
no doubt about that.
And Lassard did a great job getting some separation between himself and the defender there, but Hudson just couldn't come up with that one.
Switching the formation here, so keep an eye on that. Quick jet sweep
True.
that time.
Yep,
Stretching out. Almost
Oh,
called him Stubendick.
man.
Stelzner that time.
Stelzner.
A lot of Stubendicks through the program. All of a sudden, I thought it was the reinvention of one of the.
You got a new one. You got
Yeah.
another one coming into the program. We had no idea. Nice hustle. Yep, Corey and Maya definitely a big part of the bench warmers and Hudson football
Yeah.
for years and years.
Well, the boys are
Both of
down
them.
in lacrosse right
Both
now.
boys are there?
I checked. Yeah, I was checking the box
Or
scores.
2
and
of the 3?
both Max and I always call him, just know him as Stubby, but Max and what's
The middle. Stubendick.
I
I,
felt
am
terrible.
dying. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, first down of the evening here.
Yeah, they're down there playing, getting a lot of playing time, as is Kaiser Heltebrand, who former quarterback here in Hudson, sat out last year, and he is now back playing. And
I am just drawing a blank on it's Max, the youngest is Eric, and the middle is Stubby. Text the booth. We need help. We need help, people.
Tyler.
Thank you.
It was like-
Gosh. It's like the tip of the tongue, wasn't it?
Tyler. Yeah,
Okay.
Tyler just
Don't text the booth.
graduated a couple years ago.
That's right. 2 years ago.
3.
Is it 3?
Yep.
Wow, time flies.
Time flies when you're having fun.
What is going on? 3 years ago? Really?
Yeah.
Good golly.
All right, back to the game here. A little action here for Menomonie. Getting some positive
down.
yards.
Yep. Second down coming up. Fakes
Looking
it.
to
Got a
pass.
pass.
Good pressure
Oh,
that
goodness.
time by the linebacker. Gets it away.
Nice
There we
hit
go.
there.
Stelzner
Wow.
with the hit.
Stelzner standing his guy up. Nice play by him. Closing the gap
Like
quick,
the sauce
too.
that time had some pressure. Ben Draveling.
So I'll bring up a 3rd and short for Menomonie. Passing action going on here. Somebody texted me on my phone. Thank you. Sorry, we can't always keep up. I got 3 Tylers. They're like, come
We
on,
got
you
it.
guys.
We got it. Just give us, you know what?
Thank
Give us
you.
30 seconds to
I
a
know.
minute, would you?
We shouldn't have thrown that. We need help. That's when everybody's like, all right, help these
Oh,
guys.
there you go.
Crusher!
Oh, my goodness. How did he get in there
What?
so quick?
What?
That was Dickman.
Dickman's in the backfield before the snap was off. Oh, my. Watch this. Watch this. Dickman's going to be like, coming in hot. Here we go. The Mack truck that is Dickman. Wow. Big time play.
I would say he was unblocked to the quarterback. What would you say?
I would agree with that. I would tend to agree with that. I may have to watch that one more time because that was just super fun. Bingo. All right. Just having some fun on the replay up here tonight, folks. So that's a big play.
Yeah.
That'll bring up a 4th and 5 now.
See if they're going to
Gotta
call a timeout here or take the penalty.
Got a thinker.
Timeout.
This is your second charge timeout.
Let's take a quick 10-second timeout here. All right back at it here. 4:19 to go. Next week is homecoming. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but it'll be a big game. Memorial's in town to play us at home again. It's our last of 3. Again, homecoming going on, and we have a special announcement that we're going to break news right now. The Powder Puff game Monday next week will be televised or streamed live. Buckle up.
Buckle up.
We've never done one of those before. Who knows what we're getting into?
Those are a lot of fun.
I can't wait. So it looks like a punt here. Potentially they'll drop a guy back. Yep, it will be a punt. That's a good one, too.
That
Let it
one
go,
back
let it go,
in
let
the
it go.
end zone.
Ooh!
Oh, yeah, there you
it
go.
just dribbles in, too. Good for Hudson. I thought he was going to drop the dime right on the 2 there.
He had a little backspin on it, but just got across that line and gives Hudson 4 minutes and 12 seconds left here in this half to see if they can put together a little offense.
You know, the funny thing about homecoming is I got asked to DJ their dance.
Did you?
I don't know how I qualified to DJ a dance, but
turns
out I'm in.
Everybody wants Ken.
Well, hopefully they get me a good playlist so I don't screw it up.
and-
Oh, I'm super cheap. Yeah, I volunteer. I'm like, yeah, I'm in. You guys want some help? Yeah, I'm in. Handoff up the
Caples
middle.
that
Nice
time.
job. Oh, cuts for about 5 there. Yeah, here was my qualifier. I said, well, I don't really have all the gear. If I can rent kind of what I'm looking for, I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah, sounds good. Oh, I got a system coming.
Do ya?
Oh, I think it's going to be good. Lights and the whole deal.
Well,
It's going to be
keep that
fun.
in mind, folks. Now, Ken, he does weddings, bar mitzvahs, graduations,
You bet.
prom.
You bet. I'm in for it all. Option coming in the near side here.
Yeah,
Pitch
there you
on
go.
over.
Stick with your block.
Nice
Stick with your
job.
block.
Lays the shoulder down. Picks up the first down. Move the chains, my man.
Justin Roby on the pick. Tackle 11-0.
Wouldn't that be funny all of a
Boy,
sudden?
Lassard is getting into some action in the blocking game here. You just saw another down the field. I love it. And that's what we need to see right at the perimeter where those running plays are happening. That time Hudson had a good blocking started well, but then again,
Yeah.
kind of you got to sustain it and keep your feet chopping.
Oh, Lassard was like at the 50, still blocking his guy, right?
Yeah.
I love it. I love that effort. All right, 1st and 10 here. Hudson on the 31. Yeager in motion. Fakes it. Trying to get up the middle there. And
Just
now
a miss block that time. Again, kind of a delayed keeper for the quarterback, and lead blocker missed the guy coming off the backside of that play. Nothing doing, so it's 2nd and 10.
Bussin back in the shotgun. Takes the snap, rolls out to the left side. Look for the pass for a quick second. Fires it over to that left side. Woo! Trying for a one-handed grab there. Would have been a dandy. So if you're DJing the homecoming, do you go around town and like get pictures with like your DJ setup and stuff?
Wait, pictures? What do you mean?
Well, don't all the kids go around town and get pictures?
For homecoming?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that was a prom thing.
Oh, that's just prom.
I don't know. Come on, Ken.
Well, I'm not going to get pictures. I was just curious.
I'll take your picture if you
Will
need
you?
me to.
All right.
Sure.
I got to post something on Instagram. I mean, let's keep it real.
Eligible receiver downfield. The wingback was covered up Went downfield.
Wow.
5-yard penalty.
Ineligible receiver downfield. The wing back was what?
Well, the play took a little bit longer, so somebody that was obviously not in a position before the play started to be.
The penalty would be declined of 3rd down.
I was going to say
Okay,
that
yeah.
probably would decline that, but yeah. So I think probably one of the linemen got a little bit too far down the field that time.
So 3rd and 10 here. Bussin back in the shotgun. 3:02 left to go in the half here. Yeager in motion. Another pass coming up. Oh, had him. Nice job over the 50. Down at the 49 into Mustang territory here. Great play by Hudson.
Nathan Michaels on the reception. That play design, Jake kind of looked,
Wow.
had a back out of the backfield going where it looked like it could have been just a screenplay. Looked that direction, gave the receiver enough time. I think the defense froze, looked that direction, and able to make that without a lot of Mustangs in the area.
Another pass coming up. Good
Little
protection.
shoulder shake.
All
He's going to
sorts
go
of
deep
time.
again.
Lassard.
Lassard. There
we
it is.
go.
There
He
it is.
catches that one. Touchdown, Hudson. Woo! What a beauty. What an absolute missile on a rope. Lassard doesn't miss that one. Look at this play one more time. Bussin. All sorts of time. Great protection by the line. Drops an absolute dime down, and there he is, Lassard, for the TD. Bring it on, my man. Nice play late in the half here. Oh, did we need that?
Yeah, and Lassard, great hands, athletic kid.
Strong with a good field goal there. That one's for you, Grandma Strong. You are in Iceland, I think, this week. Does that
That's
sound right?
right.
Iceland
Yeah,
this
yep.
week?
I think she's in Iceland.
Well, hopefully it's I'm sure it's probably late. I don't know. I think she was telling us it's going to be like 1 or 2 in the morning or something. Is that right?
That the late lasts?
No, that it was going to be like that
the
late or
hours ahead.
something.
Yeah, that makes
Does that
sense.
sound right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up. Well, Grandma Strong, if you're out there, hit us up in the booth. Set us straight. What time is it over there in Iceland? So I hear Iceland's beautiful too, and I heard the whole
Heard
Iceland
that,
thing was a
yes.
joke. Like they called it Iceland so people wouldn't come visit. I don't
Is
know if
that
that's
right?
true or not, but I think I heard it
Well,
on
there's
the
Iceland,
History
there's
Channel.
Greenland.
Again, Grandma Strong, we're sending up a flare. We need to know where you're at. Hit us up in the booth. We'll get the shout-outs at the half. Again, if you're listening out there, please let us know if you've got somewhere out of state you're tuning in, or if you've got a shout-out in town, or if you're over in somebody's garage watching on bay
Got
number.
the garage crew.
Was it bay number 2?
I think you're right.
I think it was bay number 2. Oop, fumbled, not fumbled, but yeah, that is
trouble,
fumbled. My goodness. They had that one slip through some fingers there, then slip through some more fingers as they tried to get control of that one. And nice kind of low squib kick there. So Hudson drawing first blood here late in the half. Like that.
Number 71, Spencer Banazinski is in the game at defensive tackle. Looks like they're going to move Dickman to the outside here. Again, he's having a good game. Had
Yeah.
that tackle for loss the last series for the Mustangs.
This shotgun formation here by the Mustangs. Handoff up the middle. Trying to strip the ball as he kind of came through, but able to hold on to that one. Picked up a couple.
Carried by number 5, Seal Schaefer. Tackled by
So second and about 7 here. Clock's ticking. Yeah. Maybe thinking about a timeout if you're Hudson right
Hudson's
now.
got, they've,
I
I
don't
think
know.
they've got all 3, so
Yeah.
certainly have the opportunity to potentially, if they get a stop here, watch that sideline.
Mm-hmm.
Probably going to get a timeout.
Mustangs again. Witt back. Fires it to the near side
Nice.
here.
Good
Nice.
fill again.
Nice job.
Riley Stelzner having a good year at that corner spot. Aggressive tackler, gets up. Of course, he's had a couple picks this year.
Yeah. And is he a junior this year?
He's a
Sundin?
senior.
Senior, okay.
Timeout.
There
I
we go.
believe. Nope, they didn't have to call a timeout that time. So here, Hudson, again, a chance, 3rd and 5.
Yeah,
They're going to
like
get the
it.
ball to start the second half as well. So
And remind me, Stelzner, is he 2 years out, his older brother?
Ben is, yes. Yep,
2
Ben
years out.
graduated in 2021. So
Good kiddo. And is he down at lacrosse with the crew?
Yep,
Okay.
Yep.
Trying to keep up with all the moving parts going on.
So far, what we've seen in this Menomonie pass game is short game, short game. If you can get a little pressure, you might get a chance to maybe
Hand off. Oh, nice
Timeout.
hit.
Going to call a quick timeout there, Hudson. Good job by the D. Not sure who made that tackle. Might have been Thompson coming in.
Number
from his
9, that's
linebacker
the
spot.
hammer. You got
The
it.
hammer.
Thompson, yep. Great play by Thompson there. Watch that one more time. Just watch him just lace on through. Whoop. Oh, he is a big dude, too. Good kid. One of the captains that was
Yeah,
in the
good
interview
kid.
the other day. Really good,
Yep.
good guy. All the captains were great. Thank you guys again for letting me bend your ear, ask you a couple goofy questions for our pregame and halftime show last week. That was fun to meet you guys.
See if Hudson can set up a return here.
Yeah, right.
Last possession, they were able to field that punt. We haven't seen them put real pressure on yet this year either, and believe me, those are things that get worked on in practices that if you dial it up at the right time, maybe try to get some pressure if you start to notice some tendencies.
Sure.
Maybe a slow snap or a punter that takes more time to set up his kick. I'd like to see a return here, though. We've got Yeager back there. Get him some good blocking.
Yeager at about the 47-yard line, our own 47. High snap. Woo, pressure.
Oh, there it is. There's that
there we
pressure.
go. Little flub of a kick there. That'll come to the near sideline.
Oh, nice.
Oh, baby. Caught by the big man on the sideline there, number 79.
Ethan Jensen.
Woo!
You know, Ethan, you catch that, you got to run with it. You didn't fair catch it, so
He's like, I got that thing.
that's fun.
So fun.
See, we can catch too, is what those linemen say.
Yeah, right? That was great.
Well, look at this. Here we are sitting on our 34-yard line. 2 timeouts left.
98 seconds.
You got a strong leg for a kicker. Knowing that,
Yeah.
having a little bit of success in the passing game now. See how aggressive Hudson wants to be here on first down. Might go for the strike.
Yeah,
right out of the gate here.
Yep. Boston shotgun. On his 40, Yeager in motion. Hand off to Yeager. He'll go around that far side. Has a blocker out
Get a
front.
chip,
Yep.
get a chip.
Yep.
There
Yep.
you
That
go.
away. That away. Over the 30, down at about the 25. And
No
out
need
of
for a
bounds.
timeout
Yeah,
here.
perfect.
Just kinda keep going.
Perfect. Of course, I was a little late on the replay. Sorry about that. Having so much fun watching this game. So second and short, but I thought we were out of bounds, but the clock's ticking right now.
Yeah, just a couple yards short. I don't think he got out.
Gotcha. Get in motion.
There's that look again
Boy,
for
had a
that screen.
quick
Looking for
look
something to
over
open
to
up on
that,
the outside. Jake's got to tuck it and run. Get the first down. There you go.
Wow, just running
All
a
right,
guy
so real
over out
quick
there.
Reset of the chains here. That was a good decision. Nothing downfield.
Picked up the first down. Oh, just ran that guy over. We've seen Bussin do that a couple times tonight. Where
He's
he
getting
just
more confident running the football,
just
which is
awesome.
good to see.
Awesome.
Yep.
Bussin with it now.
Looking at that again.
Quick,
he
quick.
He
Oh,
had
he
a
had
guy
him
in
over.
that slant quick.
Oh, gosh.
Just a little late. You could see it
Yep,
open up right
yep.
about the 10-yard line, and just
Yeah.
a little late with that throw.
Well, I tell you, that far side, he had a guy that just looked like he was open and nobody around him. It was Roby over there. Right?
Number 10 is Roby.
Yeah,
Yep.
right.
Had Michaels across the middle that time.
That's
So see
right,
what they
yeah.
want to do. Rolling out to his left this time.
Got a guy again.
Oh boy,
Oh, goodness.
that was a bullet. A little bit behind him, but boy, catchable ball for sure. I just don't think Roby was ready for it.
Yeah, hit him in the hand there. He's like, ouch.
Yeah, I think if you're Coach Cowles here, don't know that you need a timeout. You've got potentially, depending on what you pick up here, you could think about a kick or 4-down territory, certainly. Get rid of it, Jake. Get rid of it.
Oh, goodness.
nothing
Got
there.
hit there. Oh, goodness. Picked off. Menomonie up
Well,
that far side with a pick after pick and run.
Ryan Rambo playing defender that time, laid him out on the sideline, but Yeah, some late pressure coming to Jake, and kind of threw that one up.
Yeah, and it looked like it got tipped on the way. It was a bit of a wobbler right in the air.
Yep.
Looks like we've got some band parents coming out, marching band parents. If we could, I don't know if we can get a quick shot of this crew. I don't know if we'll catch them during the half, but we can catch them real quick right now.
That'd be your senior band members.
Yep. Up. Don't turn around. Turn around the other way. Face the stands quick. Oh, well. Well, Menomonie with now the ball on the 26-yard line. Shotgun. Oh, boy.
There he is
Just
again, the hammer.
Gobbled up in the backfield there.
And as a defense, and I'm sure the coaches are thinking, you know what, let's get him in passing situations. Keep attacking that run game.
Oh, Reese, the hammer, really enjoys taking people out. He enjoys
those
it.
linebackers love it when they call a blitz. Believe me, that's
right.
That's just like a steak dinner across the line of scrimmage there, or apple pie, whatever you're into.
Right. All right, we'll get a quick shot of the senior marching band and their parents as the crew exits the field here. The cheer and stunt team will be up here after they perform. I think they're first or second out there tonight.
Graham Anderson with Mark and Merrill. Tobin Bonesteel with Rebecca and Mark. Tyler Close with Steve and Margie. Ellie Faye with Jason and Heather. Anna Fritzy with parents Julie and Amanda McCarthy. Isaac Goodludson.
Terrible. Thanks, Sundin. Getting tough to pick up the audio on the parents and the marching band members, but we'll definitely keep with them as they're announced here.
Janai Otremba with Joe and Jake. And Colin, Waldo, and Scott and Kane. Thanks to those seniors and
All right, we'll be right back.
yes, the team is coached by Bailey Lutcher, Monica Serby, Gretchen Hone, and Kristen Vandenbroek. Let's hear it for the Raiders.
No stylist, loosen up, sailor,
Next, the cheer and stunt team is coached by Lori Van Allen and Curtis Gould. Here's a sneak preview to their 22-23 competition routine. They will be competing at the 10,000 Lakes Regional UCA Cheer Competition on October 29th in Minnetonka, Minnesota.
Hello, I'm Caitlin Kirk. And I'm Anna Fritzy. We are the drum majors for the Hudson Marching Band. For 2022, our show is entitled Quest. The music is taken from the soundtrack of an early 1990s video game entitled Mystery. Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoy the show.
Drum majors Caitlin Kurth and Anna Fritzy, is your band ready? Hudson High School Marching Band, you may take the field for your halftime performance.
So, trust me, I'll take it easy on both you guys. Come on, just scoot over just a teeny here. So, Ken Conan with Raiders Streaming, introduce yourselves.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Claire Lingenfelter, the captain of the Hudson cheer and stunt team.
Awesome. You guys did a great job out there tonight. We're not going to go on camera. We'll keep the camera facing that direction, so just us talking, all right?
Perfect.
Sound good? And then you guys have a cheer and stunt camp coming up. That's really what I wanted to talk about today, if that's okay. Does that sound all right? So tell us, maybe you start off. Tell us high level, or do you want to start it? Is it Ashley and Claire?
Yes.
Boom, I'm batting 1,000 already. Claire, start off. Tell us a little bit about the camp.
Okay, so our camp is October 9th, and you can sign up through the Hudson Cheer and Stunt page or go through the Hudson School page.
Okay, when you say Hudson School page, we're talking about the Hudson online, hudsonhighschool.com page?
Yes.
And what's the tab, or is it under cheerleading, or where would you find it?
It's under the cheer and stunt in athletics.
Okay, awesome. And this is for folks that are in elementary or middle school, or what are the ages that you're hoping to have out there?
It's typically ages 4 to 5 to around 10-ish.
4 to 5, wow. So just little, kindergartners almost.
Yes.
How cool. And Ashley, you're kind of part of this. I heard a story. I'm not going to give your story away. Do you want to talk about that a little bit, or keep that under wraps and just talk about the camp?
Are we talking about the Heart Walk?
You can talk about the Heart Walk, yeah. That's what I'm alluding to, but I'm trying to just ease you into it.
Okay, so on October 8th at the Hudson High School, we are hosting the Heart Walk. It's called the Congenital Heart Walk, and what else do I say about it?
So who's invited? How do they get involved in it? Is it here at the field, right?
On the Hudson Instagram page, we have a website, a link to sign up.
Okay.
And it's free, and if you raise $75, you get a free T-shirt.
Nice.
And all the donations you make go to the Children's Heart Foundation.
Awesome.
So it's
awesome.
Yeah.
And that Heart Walk, that will be part of kind of a larger event. I'm going to put your graphic up here real quick, too. You can see. So this kind of talks about the cheer and stunt team and what they're up to. You guys going to have a carnival that day, I think, before the Heart Walk. Am I remembering that right?
Yes, the carnival starts at 8:30 a.m. and then the Heart Walk starts at 11:30.
Awesome. We've got live football going on. We'll just keep gabbing for just a teeny here. So I love that you guys are doing this and giving back to the community. Nice run here out to the 36. And who does this go to again?
The Children's Heart Foundation.
Awesome. Really big deal. I really appreciate you guys giving back to the community like this. It's really, really cool. You got to feel good too, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Claire. Thank you, Ashley, for joining me in the booth. I really appreciate you guys making time. I know you ran up right after you performed on the field. You guys did a fantastic job too, by the way. Oh, we got free T-shirts coming in too, I guess. I don't know if these are for us or you guys, or who knows. We'll leave them here. Again, thank you both for joining us. Any shout-outs? Mom or dad, friends, anything?
No.
I told you I wasn't going to put you on the spot, and then I put you on the spot. Thank you both for joining me in the booth. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You can just leave those headsets right there on the counter. You guys did fantastic. Thank you again for joining me. Really appreciate it. Too fun. So I told them I wasn't going to put them on the spot, and I'm like, well, tell me who you want to put a shout-out to. They're both like, super nice. Again, Ashley and Claire joining me in the booth for some talk about the cheer and stunt team and what they have kind of coming up, and what a great deal that they're giving back to the community like that. I'm just a huge fan of kids giving back, and just an awesome deal. Well, we got football going again, my friend. Handoff going around that far side. Nice room, the Caples. Oh, he's loose. Down to the 40, past that to the 35. Nice run by Caples on that carry. Nice handoff, kind of a bit of a juke move on that far side. Made his way around a couple, and nice hustle. Good run. We'll get the shout-outs in a little bit. Had a lot going on in the booth tonight. Just bear with me as we're kind of muscling through everything here. Nice first down for Hudson. Ball spotted on the 35. Bus and shotgun. Keeper. Nice little run there. Picked up a handful. Actually, that was Schultz on the carry. Sorry about that, Schultz. Let me get my eyes checked up here in the booth. I got to clean my glasses, I think. So I wonder if late in the half there. Whew. Anyway, we won't speculate here. Little low snap, ball bobbled there, and Hudson does a good job to just fall on that one. Doesn't gain anything. Gives up 2 there maybe. Send up a flare to my main man, Sundin here. Third down, 8 to go. Schulte at cornerback right now. That's Ryland Schultz. Drops back to pass. Works his way over to this near side. Looking for some blocks. Hustles on down. Gets out of bounds at about the 32. Picked up a handful there. Again, Ryland Schultz, my old number, lucky number 13 out there, hustling around out there. Picked up a couple, but a 3rd and 8 coming up, it looks like. Flag down, flag on the field. Well, quick note from Jamie Schultz. If listeners want to contribute to Raider efforts tonight to raise funds for Rhinos, you can purchase a sponsor card on the Hudson Raiders football website. Simply go to HudsonRaidersFootball.com. Click on store, and you can purchase a card. Anything given, any dollar amount, 100% goes towards the Rhinos. The Rhinos, I don't know if we got to it earlier, but they give 100% of what comes in, goes back out to the community, which is one of the reasons I love the Rhinos. Ryland works his way on over, chucks this one downfield. Ooh. Just bobbled there at the 30. Looks like the double deuce Jaeger had that one kind of hit him in the midst, but couldn't hold on to it. So that'll bring up a 4th down, and a punt will be coming up for Hudson. Again, huge fan of the Rhinos. I've been working with them kind of as an ambassador for years, and a huge, huge fan of all that they do for Western Wisconsin. Last year they nice punt here. This one goes down to the 15. Woo! Nice tackle by Hudson. Ha ha! Look out! Just streaking down the field there and gets a great, great tackle. Get that man's number. Is that 28, I believe? Of course, I don't have him listed on my form here. Did you get the name on that one? He's not on my program for some reason. Anyway, great tackle there by number 28. You know who you are. Good job. I'll tell you a little bit more about the Rhinos here in a second. Oh, caught in the backfield. Woo! Handoff had been made already, but I think the hammer was in on that one maybe. Looks like it. Anyway, the Rhinos, one of the things that they did last year, they had some nice fundraisers that had happened, and they bought brand new chemotherapy chairs. I believe it was Hudson Hospital, but I could be off. But am I right on that one? Thank you, Jeff. So replaced, and these chairs, they're not, it's not a $50 Barker Lounger or $500 Barker Lounger. These are very expensive chairs that obviously folks are sitting in during their treatment, and they were able to replace, I believe, all of them, which is a huge deal. They also give back here locally in western Wisconsin with donations to families that are going through cancer. And whether it's, a card for gas, it's a grocery run, just a check. Everything goes back to the community. So talk about, a great, great organization to get behind. I'm a huge fan, if you can't tell. Rhinosfoundation.org. You can hit them up and check them out. Pass, had time, over to that far side, cut up field. Looks like he picked up the first down on that far side. Quarterback close to getting clobbered there, but gets that one away. The student section chanting at themselves right now. We got Spirit, which is always fun. It's no long. It's the seniors versus the juniors, and then the freshmen kind of jump into. Full section over there for the bleacher creatures right now. Fun to see. So Menomonie will get the ball here at the 25. Again, thanks to Ashley and Claire for joining us after their performance. Nice job by the D there. They'll shut that run down, picked up maybe 2. I got to get some shout-outs in here. I feel like I haven't done any. Oh, my goodness. We're just loaded for bear right now. Well, we're going to try to get through some shout-outs here. Bear with me as I get her going. A couple voicemails. That's always funny. Sitting in the stands tonight, I should have brought my headphones so I could still listen to you guys. That's sweet of you to say. I appreciate that. Pitched on over. Oh, tries to get to the backfield. He does. Oh, boy, and he is loose on that far side. One man to get to him. Nice push up and out of bounds. Menomonie with a huge run up that far side. Number 20 for them. That's Drought. We haven't seen much of him getting loose tonight, and there he goes. Stelzner on the tackle. Cokes tuning in. Let's go Raiders from Cokes. Get back to the action here and get some shout-outs in a teach. So the biggest play tonight out of Menomonie is they pick up a ton of yards there down to the 10. Nice tackle in the backfield there. Nice play by Hudson, shutting that one down. It's Will McDonald back there imposing his will. Flag on the play. Oh, we got all sorts of signals there, Jeff. Chop block. 56 offense. 15-yarder. Oh, that'll back you up a bit. Chop block. I like the way he called that one. Chop block. Calling for the feed. The Phillips, feed 36 is what they're saying out there. Gillick tuning in. Talking about the Stubeniks, he had mentioned Tyler was the name we were searching for. They're playing in Detroit tomorrow. Had a chance to practice at the Lions Stadium today. That's awesome. Woo! Nice tackle on that far side as they tried to string that one out to the right. Nothing doing. Shout out to my nephew, Peyton, number 66 from Eau Claire. Hello from Copenhagen. Go Raiders. Wow. David Meyer. Missing the Raiders. Thanks for streaming. You got it, man. Thanks for tuning in. Another big play coming up here. Wow. Throws that one right in the middle, just out of the hands. He had him, but couldn't hold on to it there. Witt, again, nice play. Just kind of spun. He was spinning around trying to catch that one and could not get it done. So 3rd and long here. Hudson student section getting fired up beneath us. The freshmen doing a good job getting her fired up as some bracelets are being thrown into the crowd. Gotta love that. Where are the Mustangs from? They're from Menomonie. Thanks for asking. I love it. Somebody writes, is this the booth? Watching from Jonesy's. This is the booth. Thanks for tuning in, Jonesy's. Love the local. 3rd and a mile here. Shotgun formation for Witt. Big pressure. Oh, crushed behind the line there. He just gets that one off. Can I get a booyah? Big time play there by the D. Look at them. Couple big rigs. That penalty was huge. Will McDonald back there with tempering, just absolutely housing him back there. So he'll get rid of it. Again, ball at the 25. Huge play. Proud alumni cheering from Houston, Texas. Very nice, y'all. Tom and Carol Banna watching from Spartanburg, South Carolina. Spartanburg. Gotta love it. Witt with it now. Witt looks downfield. Had a guy. Almost intercepted. Is it? No good. Nice play by the D to break that one up. And that one was no bueno. Down at the, they're looking for it at the 10-ish, but couldn't quite make it happen. Watching, glad to watch, like replays. Thank you. John Dolan's dad, 2006 grad. I played as River Falls Wildcats 68 and 69, RF1. Okay. I say Jim Bertelson play as freshman. I saw, I bet is what he meant to say. Jim Bertelson play as a freshman in 1966. That's awesome. Hey, you little buddy. I missed you. What happened here?
I wasn't sure when I'd be let back in the booth. So there we go. There we go.
Oh, you pick. Yeah, I got you. You're on.
Man.
Well, you're on that one instead.
All right, let me grab
Move
this
over
one.
one. Yep. You're all good. When you'd be let back in, I
There we
like
go.
that.
Well, I was watching. I didn't see him leave, so I was sitting out there watching the last series. And
They're just little pints too. They're like 4'5". Just saw it off. Super nice.
yeah. Big
Thanks for-
stop that time.
Yeah.
Obviously aided by that Menomonie chop block, but good job by the defense. Again, Dickman just all over the field tonight.
He's
Having
in-
a great game.
He is in absolute beast mode tonight. I love it. I love it.
I was actually over on the Menomonie parent side, so the wind kind of came out of their sails. Now is the time for Hudson to have a nice drive, eat up some clock.
You're not kidding about that. Yeah, what a run though by that.
Yeah,
that
and a
back.
great. But there you go, little Roby on the outside. there.
Roby,
Pops up.
nice job! Come on, light him up!
Yeah,
Good hard running by Roby.
Good run. Little Stels, Riley Stelsner saved that play. That was a touchdown. Saw him come from the other side of the field and make
Right.
that play. That was a touchdown saver right there. So
Drought got loose. We hadn't seen that all game, and he just went flying up that side. But you're right, Stelzner with a great play. Touchdown saver. Saver is true.
another first down for the Raiders.
I like the sounds of that. Got a new QB in there. We did for a second. Bussin back in it now on this this play. Gets about 6 on the carry. Grandparents tuning in of number 57, the sauce, from Sarasota, Florida. Go Raiders! Great job,
Mom
D.
and Dad are sitting down right in front of us here.
I saw that. Maya Stubenik tuning in.
There we go.
She's oh gosh, I hope I didn't offend her by not knowing her son's name
We
right off
got
the tip
it,
of my tongue.
Maya, we got it. It took us
finally-
about 30 seconds to remember Tyler. We certainly remember him. We just couldn't remember his name. So
know,
senior moment.
That was on me. I'm just not the sharpest nail in the drawer. How fun is it to be able to listen to you guys live? Thanks for the Stubenik shout out. No worries, I have trouble keeping all their names straight too. Oh, you were so sweet. Keep up the good work, Maya. Thank you for all that you do.
Yeah, and
So nice.
I'm sure you're having fun watching the boys down in lacrosse this year. That's awesome.
Shout out to Henry Timmerman. Please, you got it.
Big third down here. They're going to keep it in Jake's hands. He's going
There
to
we
get the
go.
first down and
Woo!
more.
Over the 45 to about the 44-yard line there. Big time plays happening right now, folks.
So we kind of hit on it in the first half, but that option starts to open things up a little bit in the middle. The action is still the same. You start to see those backs in motion. And again, Hudson calling more quarterback keeps here or reads where he can get some action up the middle. Good job in the middle of that offensive line.
Prediction coming in. Ben Healy's going to have a pick 6 in the third quarter. Riley Anderson's prediction. Riley Anderson, North Hudson. Thank you for that. We're getting predictions now. I love it. We're going to be like that old gal that, not old gal, but that gal that used to say, call in and I'll tell you your
Oh, yeah.
you remember the gal
the
from
fortune
Jamaica?
teller or
Yeah.
something? Yeah.
We're getting predictions, everything. Uh-oh, we got an image coming in. Oh,
There she
Grandma
is.
Strong is sending selfies into the booth. Grandma Strong is in Iceland. It's 1 in the morning. So glad I can watch. Grandma Strong, love ya. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for the picture. Beautiful background, and you look great as well. Go Raiders, Parker Dardine, Hudson lineman, 2016. What's up, Dardine?
All right. Schultz back in the game. Roby with the ball. Picks up about 4.
Now that we got pitchers coming in left and right nowadays. What is this? Somebody's getting pulled over?
Uh-oh.
What is? Can you even tell what that is?
It kind of looks like cherries and blueberries there. I'm not sure. Or maybe that's the screen in the back.
That's the Tiki Hut, I bet,
There it is.
for at Jonesy's place. Those guys. Yabada with them.
3rd and 6 here. Good
Here
drive
we go.
for Hudson, getting some ticks off the clock,
Here we
picking
go.
up some chunks.
Bussin rolls out. Got a
He's
guy
got a
deep.
guy.
Open. There it is. Nice catch. Woo! At the 15, the 10.
that
Come
replay.
on now, baby.
Michaels again. Just
I
gets
got it.
behind the defender.
Bussin
over
rolling.
the shoulder catch.
Wow. Tough throw, rolling out.
Mm-hmm.
Putting it right on the dime there. Nice play. Reese the Hammer. You guys are great. I'm Reese's grandfather. Grandpa Hammer.
Grandpa Hammer.
Awesome.
We're in that Oktoberfest and we'll call him Hammerschlagen.
Oh, God.
There you go.
I could never.
Grandpa Hammerschlagen.
You were probably really good at that. You're kind of an athlete. I could never do that.
Look at my hands. I got cuts everywhere. You think I'm good with my hands now?
I don't know. You're very good at a lot of things. You're handy too.
A little bit.
I know
Do a
you
few
are.
things.
I can't. If it's not an electronic, I can't. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Well, and then all of a sudden you start to hurt yourself doing stupid stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
It's like
Oh yeah.
tying my shoe, I pull a muscle.
Pull the hammy. Shanna, get in here quick. I got a bum hammy. I'll roll out over here, looking at the option. Maybe keeps this one, goes
Got
up
some
the middle.
confidence now
Yes,
running
he
the
does.
football.
Watching from Fargo and Wapton, North Dakota.
All right.
For our great nephew, cousin, Ian Rude on the Hudson team.
Yeah.
He's playing for my husband, Gary, who has fought cancer since 2001, on and off. We are dealing with a tough battle now. Appreciate Ian tonight. Of course, his mom and dad, Heather and Dan. Go Raiders. Kay and Gary. We're praying for you. Keep
Yep,
battling, my
thank you.
man.
Another big third down here
Big
for
play,
Hudson.
yep.
About a minute and 25 seconds left.
Keeps
Jake's
this
gonna
one.
keep it
Yep, up the
again
middle.
into the
Go,
end zone.
Bussin! Come on, Bussin! Right through the middle. Bussin! Let's go, Bussin. You said it. Really getting that confidence. Right up frickin' Main Street right there. Nice score by Hudson.
Yeah, he's feeling it. I'm sure the coaches at halftime said, Jake, don't be afraid to keep the football. You've got some lanes. Take advantage of it.
Strong on the extra point, and she good. Get this one. Watching grandson Sam Dickman, awesome, by
Yep.
the way, tonight, from our camper on the coast of Maine.
Nice.
Living the dream. He's playing for Nanny tonight, Teresa. Go Raiders. She has stage 4 terminal cancer. So proud. Jim and Teresa Dickman. Dang, I'm really getting choked up tonight reading some of these. I'm telling you. Thank you, Sam. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate that. Awesome picture coming in. I don't know who had the drone up, but look at this.
Yeah, isn't it
Friday
beautiful?
night, it's a drone shot from above the stadium. Just beautiful. Thank you for hitting us up with that. I think one of my, yep. Chris Kath just got home watching on the iPhone. I love it. Kath, appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for being a sponsor. Don't forget to head on out to the Willow out in Burkhart. Great pizza, great roasted chicken. Bands on Friday and Saturday night. It's a good old time out there. Uh-oh, here we go. Coke says, let's get a meow for Mearsy Cat. Meow. Those guys had us doing, well, they didn't have us doing anything stupid. We were doing it all on our own during hockey season. Mustangs with it now, trying to find a seam. Gets out to about the 28-yard line. The defense does a good job shutting that one down. Would be extra good if you had a field-level microphone so we could hear it. Would be super cool to hear the action on the field during the game.
Well, we've
I
talked
agree.
about that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things you can't hear down there, though.
Yeah.
We can sometimes even hear it from the booth.
Yes.
Remember
yes.
when we had
yeah.
less people in the stands,
Yeah.
we could
Oh,
hear
yeah.
some of the choice
That's
language.
that's a great
when we
point.
talked to Dave Morey
That's
last
a great
week, who's
point.
one of the guys on the chains who tells us some colorful stories. So
Yeah,
we have
you are
to be
right.
careful
It
with
would
that.
it would be fun to do, but you're exactly right. That's why we can't do it. We cannot. There's no delay, and
Nice job
Defense.
shedding the tackler that time. The pile came from the middle. I think that was maybe tempering. And then all of a sudden the cleanup came from the linebackers. Good job by him.
Shout out to the big diesel. Can I get another chop block? You bet you can. Eric Don Harrell tuning in. Coach Matt and Coach Eric say, go Raiders. What's up, boys? Getting ready for hockey soon. All right, so is this the booth? Yep, we're watching at Jonesy's. You got it. Can you say hi to Ethan McCoy? We are at home now. Go Raiders.
All right.
What's up, Ethan?
No, so that text, they're at Jonesy's. Is
They
Ethan
were.
at home? Oh,
Now
I gotcha.
I think,
now they're home.
Well, I guess I'm not sure.
Okay, well, hi, Ethan. If you're home, behave yourself.
I love it. All right, I'm going to have to get back to some of these other ones in a bit. We can take a breather. We can get back to some football here. Well, a great halftime show by the Raiders, the cheer and stunt, and our marching band. Great job by all of the above. Again, appreciate Claire and Ashley joining me in the booth. Again, they've got that fall junior.
Oh, goodness.
Wow. Talk
Dickman
about
is like a panther tonight. I mean, he is all over the field, playing with a little bit of extra fire, I think. You know, we got that text in the booth, but he's been a player I've really enjoyed watching this year. They were moving him around tonight, starting to see how athletic he is.
awesome.
Playing tackle that time, playing on the outside at end.
Creature's going crazy down to our left here. Got to love it. Yeah, but you're right, Dickman. Woo. Big night. Mustangs here on a 3rd and long. Drops back
again.
to pass up
oh
the
my
middle.
Goodness,
Picked up a
quarterback.
big chunk. Got a first down on that one. Is that Dickman in the backfield annihilating the QB?
Yeah, I just credit to that quarterback for standing in there because he took a shot with the quarterback, gets the completion. But again, pressure from that defense pretty much every play now.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Witt has taken some huge hits tonight. Tough guy. Well, again, thanks for tuning in to the River Channel Raider streaming. The booth brought to you by the University of River Falls College of Business and Economics. We appreciate you guys being our diamond sponsor and helping make this program really happen. So we appreciate all your support. Post-game, we'll be having our Ethos Player of the Game. So I always lean on you, Aaron, for a little help with that. We're going to break for 2 as they go to a little bit of old school here. We'll be right back.
All right, a little shot here of the crowd of the student section. Everybody loves Neil Diamond.
Yeah, baby.
Woo! See if we have any rowdy parents tonight. We got. They're a little late though. Oh, the play's back on. I was caught up in the moment there. Sorry. Hudson with the big score in that third quarter makes it a 2-score game. Again, the defense in command so far. Gave up the big run to start the third quarter from Menomonie, but mentioned Riley Stelzner kind of saved the day, and the defense held. So here we sit. Quick snap. Again, a little bit of confusion. Good pursuit that time by the Raider defense. McDonald chasing that play. That's that goofy setup I told you. They're going to try to throw some things in, especially the wrinkles will come when you get behind. You're not having success with your normal game plan against this defense. So don't be surprised. You might see a halfback pass here. You might see a hook and ladder, something else too. Big third down here.
Saying we might see some tomfoolery,
Third and 6.
Ball marked at the 49 right now. Mustangs will come up to the line. Witt back in the shotgun. He's been getting a little air under that ball, unlike we've seen earlier. Here he is back to pass.
Good
Pressure.
pressure.
Oh!
Tempering. Gets to the quarterback. Pressure from this left side from McDonald. Chased him up in the pocket.
Aiden Tempering, an absolute freight train. Look at this guy go. Nice pressure by him and McDonald on that play.
So you're sitting here at midfield. It's 4th and 10. You're down 2 scores.
You got to go.
Haven't had a whole lot of success. No, not necessarily. This is where the tomfoolery, as you put it, or I'll call it skullduggery, could happen.
Skullduggery. So their punter is at the 31.
There it is. There
boy,
it is.
that's
There
a high
it is.
snap. Chucks this one over to
Oh,
that far
my.
side. They had him open. You called it, my man. Well, and you got to show the replay on that. My goodness.
Well, and it was almost like a broken play. I think the defense thought maybe the ball got dropped, let that back get out of the backfield, and good throw.
Yeah.
I didn't catch it. Was that the quarterback back there that
Let me see here. What a
number
grab,
14
though.
that threw that?
I couldn't see a number. What a grab, though. That one was
Yeah.
almost flying over his head, right?
Nonetheless, it keeps him alive.
Well, I'll tell you, sometimes the prediction, we may have to call you the Nostradamus of football in the booth here in a second. Good pressure. Another one fired out to that left side. Nothing happening on that side as he missed that one.
Well, and again, they got a first down on this, but the defense holding, again on this drive, keeping them at bay. If they get to these plays or these desperate situations where they have to do plays like that,
Yeah.
more often than not, it's not going to work all the time.
Sure,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
you want
Those
to
are
get them at
risky
second and
business,
long,
yep.
3rd and long. Put the ball in the quarterback's hands. Let him throw it up. This defense has been all over the field tonight. They're going to make a play.
Again, back to Witt. Good pressure.
Pressure again.
Oh, my goodness. All over him in the backfield. I would not want to be Witt tonight. He just got sandwiched by a couple big dogs out there. Dickman, I don't know if he's got an equipment issue or what's going on there. He's jumping off to the sidelines here.
Take a look at his foot maybe. Looks like that right foot might be
Looks like he's stretching
dinged
his
up a little bit.
calves out maybe or something. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, we won't speculate. Getting a little water on the sidelines there. So 3rd down again coming up for the Mustangs. Ball situated at about the 36. Witt back in the shotgun. Witt fires this one to the near side.
Nope,
That
on
one's
the ground.
in the dirt. On the ground. No good. Bringing up another big 4th down. So 4th and 6 here for the Stangs. Menomonie. If you're not familiar with the area, Menomonie is about 45, 50 minutes away.
Yep.
Just before you get to the Eau Claire area. Menomonie also hosts a UW school. Stout is based in Menomonie. And that's the field that we play on when we
Nice
go
field
visit.
over there.
It's a great field, yeah. Press box is just great.
Yeah.
Man, ton of room.
See if Hudson wants to dial a little pressure here. 4 wides out for Menomonie, but there comes the pressure. Watch those linebackers. Looks like the sauce showing blitz going to come on
Oh, boy.
right now. Plays
Yeah,
behind
the
him.
quarterback got smoked and no good. Who came in on that blitz? Was that,
was
the
was
hammer?
Sauce. Nope, that was
57,
Dravlin.
Dravlin. Ooh. Goodness,
Well,
one more
it's been that way
time.
all night. The defensive line's controlling the action, and the linebackers are cleaning it up.
Yeah. Wow. Da sauce. Big time play there. All right, Hudson will take over on downs here. The ball at the 36. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling
You're
a buckle.
feeling it?
I'm feeling something right now. I don't know. I'm feeling
Well, your
a,
defense
feeling a
certainly
drive.
came to play tonight, and they're in control of this game. Offense, again, getting its footing that last drive. See if they can punch one in here again.
A bit of a low snap. Keeper, though, up the middle. Look at Bus and go. Nice job busting through the line there.
Again, no hurry.
Yep,
Just keep eating some clock.
that's right.
Keep the drive moving.
That is right. So 2nd and 1 coming up here. Like you said, just take your time out there. No rush.
Owen McKinnon Hatera back at the fullback position, number 36.
Love that name.
Out on the lead
Handoff.
block. Good
Oh,
cut
man,
that
what
time.
a great fake there. Nice cut right up the the left side. Nice play by the double deuce. That's Yeager. Watch that one more time. Nice cut there.
Read that well.
Real nice, Lad Clark. Real nice. Who is that? Cousin Eddie?
Cousin Eddie.
Yes. One of my favorite movies.
Real
movie
tomato
series.
ketchup, Eddie? Nothing but the best, Clark.
Oh, man. Cousin Eddie.
You got a Cousin Eddie in your life?
You bet I do. We don't talk about him much.
Drop
Hand
play
off.
that
Nice
time.
job.
Caples had a nice run that first series of the second half for the Raiders. That drive stalled out, but thought he ran hard. Probably one of the harder runs he's had all year.
Yeah. Do you have a Cousin Eddie in your family?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Okay, good.
Yeah. More on my wife's side. There's plenty of
if
those.
If she's listening, please text the booth. That's too funny.
Second and 8 here for the Raiders. Quick handoff to Roby on the outside. He's going to try to pop it. Gets a block.
Nice
from
job.
Caples.
Good cut.
Picks up about 3.
Studi section going off the hook right now. Look how many kids are down there right now.
That's
just
a pile.
awesome. I mean, we've got 4 or 5 sections full for the pink out tonight. Dr. Carter Dre cheering on the Raiders for a win. Dr. Carter.
Busting back to pass.
Oh,
just over the outstretched hands of Yeager that time.
All right, here we go. Our lacrosse playing senior son is in the student section rocking pink for his mama who beat breast cancer twice.
Awesome.
Thank you for tuning in, and that is awesome. Mike Lewis and McKenna Dalton are cheering on Zach Dalton and the Raiders from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Hudson High School alums, 2014 grads. You guys better tune in next week, too, for homecoming.
Great city, Ann Arbor.
Yeah, love it. The Hughes from Oshkosh, double deuces. Ross Yeager's grandparents. Go Raiders. I love it.
I just noticed. We'll wait for this.
Oh,
punt to go
sit down, sit down.
Hang on.
Oh, goodness.
I did not notice before that our punter, Mr. Sawicki, is a lefty.
Oh, yeah, he's
Guess
a
I never
softball.
noticed
Huh?
that.
I didn't notice either. Paul Rohde tuning in out there. Paul and Candace, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't let the foot off the throttle, boys. That goes for you too, hype man. Oh, I got you, brother. Paul and Candace, thanks for tuning in. A couple of my faves out there. Hockey season's coming up, too. All right, what's a Reese spirit animal is a dog?
Okay.
I don't know. I just read this stuff. Okay, so you're talking about the Hammer. His spirit animal is a dog. Maybe like a pit bull or something.
Yeah.
Love it. Oh, thanks for all the shout-outs. Trying to get to all of them, but it's tough at times. Thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it. 6:12 to go. Hudson on top by 14. Mustangs with the ball right now, just inside their 20.
Quick screen on.
Oh, picked off! Come on now! Taking it to the house! Big time play right there! Jack LeBlanc with a pick 6, baby! Woo!
Excellent read that time by LeBlanc. He was tight on coverage on that edge receiver. They had a receiver inside in the slot. Nobody was really covering that guy. LeBlanc right away looked back, knew it was going to be a quick pass out to one of those receivers. He jumps the route. Confidence right there. He saw it, grabbed it,
Love it.
touchdown.
Absolutely
Great play.
love it. We'll cue that up in another second here after the extra point attempt. LeBlanc. Talk about bringing it.
Just saw his mom and dad on the way in today. So I said, I think there's a bounce back game coming. It's certainly been that for sure. This defense has come to play, and the offense has been more sharp tonight as well. So fun to see.
One more time on the replay just for the heck of it. Here we go. Paul and Candace, how about that? Getting on the throttle. Here we go. Gotta love it. 21 rip right now. Hudson on top in the fourth quarter.
It's always good to beat Menomonie, right? These are the two
yes, sir.
kind of class of the conference these last Oh, Menomonie for a long time. At Hudson, certainly since Coach Cowles has gotten here. They've been two of the top teams most years in the conference.
Agree.
Everybody comes to knock them off, and when they play, you get there's been a lot of classic, epic games in the past, but tonight, all Raiders.
We'll take it. We needed a little bounce back
Absolutely.
after last week, and this is feeling real good right now, folks.
A lot of pride in that Menomonie community for their football, too, so...
Oh, goodness.
boy.
Hits him right in the middle there. He was looking over to his right. I think he was going to do something fancy with that one, and it just bounced right off him as it hit him in the midsection. And
Yep, trying to do that little handoff, fake handoff action.
goodness.
His feet got going too quick.
I want to put a quick plug in for a couple things next week. It's going to be homecoming week. Obviously, we're going to have the game on Friday night. That'll be, again, another home game. It'll be our third of 3 home games. Memorial is coming to the house here. But I also want to put a quick plug in if you'd like to tune in and you're an alum or you just want to, tune in and watch a fun, lighthearted game. The Powder Puff game will be on Monday. I have no idea what I'm signing up for there, but we're going to stream it live.
Those get pretty darn competitive. I had a daughter that
right?
played in those for a couple years.
Really?
And it's a pride thing for those girls, too. So you'll...
And tell me, Aaron,
Yeah.
my first time broadcasting a Powder Puff, is it junior versus
Seniors. Yep, juniors versus
seniors?
seniors.
Okay,
Yep.
got it.
And
their coaches? Do they have coaches?
They have coaches that are usually senior boys or junior boys.
Oh, boy.
I remember one year the boys big hit coming. Oh, boy.
Gosh.
You could see it coming.
You could
that was
just
McDonald,
see
clean hit.
McDonald like, here we go. Dog's going to eat on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, goodness, you saw that one a mile away. Here it is again. Just clean right at him.
But, yeah, it's they'll run plays. They'll have some different things they'll do. They all dress up. Most of the time they're wearing eye black and that
it's
kind
gonna
of thing.
be
So
great.
it'll be a good
This
time
is
for
gonna
you.
be great. Yeah, I might have to run a cable down to the platform there so we can get a little bit closer or something. Maybe Jeff, we'll do something. Then we can get some interviews with the creatures or something. Handoff coming around the near side here, slips on the 28-yard line, goes down. Yeah, that'll be fun. It'll be a fun week of homecoming. Always fun to see the alum back. I think we've got a special guest coming up to the booth next week as well, which is always fun. And then I've got a special segment that I'm going to film that we'll play at some point during the game as well. An interview of some special people at the school.
Fun.
Yeah. Oh, it'll be fun.
Oh, it'll be fun.
Oh, it's going to be
When
fun.
it's
all right.
Kenny, it's always fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Well, I've got fun people. It's going to be the creatures that I'm going to interview.
Okay.
So that typically is a buckle up moment where you're like, oh boy.
Yeah, what are we going to get?
Well, thank goodness we pre-record it. So anything, goofy, we always edit it out. But
I got
they're
to,
a great crew.
speaking of the stuff that we've done in the past, we've brought it up a few times because we had a heck of a lot of fun doing that mullet segment.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that two of the junior mullet champions, they have a competition for this. 2 of them were from Wisconsin, and the youngest age group for it was a kid from Menomonie that won it.
No way. This is a thing? This
Absolutely.
is a nationwide
they won.
or just Wisconsin?
A high school kid, a football player over by Wausau, won the teenage division, and the youth division was a kid from Menomonie.
And he took it down?
He
For
won.
the win.
They won.
For the win.
National competition. It was all over the news.
Yeah, I think,
So look it up.
I think I might have seen something about it. I wasn't really sure. I thought I was dreaming. I was
Because we had, what did we have? Some different names for him. We had the... Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness.
A couple of guys collided back there.
Wow.
Hopefully nobody's hurt.
just kind of chuck it down the field there, and I missed the catch.
Collision there between,
a long run.
looks like LeBlanc and Healy, and Healy's down here. Just got behind the defensive backs, and
Witt just chucked her downfield, and a great reception there by the Mustangs. Yeah, I don't tune into the news quite as much as I used to. It's so toxic nowadays. I can't,
well,
I can't really
I
take
think
it.
I saw this like on Yahoo or something like that
Okay,
when they
gotcha.
popped them, and I looked at the picture. So
I'm gonna
what-
look it.
what-
I'll
what
look
do
it up right now.
What did we have? What were some of the names we came up with? We had the
Dude, you dialed it with all the names.
the
Oh,
Mississippi Mud Flap,
yes.
Carolina Neck Warmer,
Yep.
Achy Breaky. What was that? Big Mistakey.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was a beauty.
That was a good one. Ben Healy came off the field. Looked like he was doing okay, so good to see that.
So we're getting a request for some trivia tonight. You got anything for us?
You got the question? Or no, I got to
don't
come
know.
up with something?
Yeah, maybe. What do you got?
Oh, boy. Okay, I got one.
You do.
Well,
Go ahead.
Well,
All right.
I guess it's kind of appropriate for this. It's
Trivia.
football related.
All right.
It's kind of a chestnut, but
Trivia
we'll throw it
brought
out
to you
there.
by Hudson Ford, by the way.
Yep. So Menomonie, we mentioned their history, and of course the program has been successful for many years under Coach Labuda. What quarterback for Menomonie recently was drafted
Wow.
late rounds? This is going to really be easy because I'm going to lay it out. Played for the Minnesota Vikings. I believe he's a free agent now. He got
Text the
cut,
booth.
but he was on
Text
their
the booth.
practice squad. Played at Iowa. I'm sure a lot of people in the area followed that. Mason Stokey, also from Menomonie at that same time, played at Wisconsin, but this was a quarterback. So people in onside kick,
Yep.
recovered by Hudson.
Yep.
Certainly people that follow Hudson football have seen this player play, and great athlete. So text the booth if you got it.
There we go. Here we
Jilly
go.
knows
Jilly got it immediately. Nate Stanley.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. All right, Mullet Boy. I'm getting pictures. Oh, my goodness. This is awesome. Look at that dude. Whoever sent this pic. And he's got razors on.
Those probably pit vipers.
Oh, those are pit viper.
Yeah.
Dude, you're so freaking hip, man. You're always telling me stuff. I'm like, dang, he is hipster. Gotta love it.
Yeah. That's the
Damn
kid.
it, Mullet Boy. That's
Got
awesome.
some cash out of that too, I think.
All right, so we got a quick update here. Some scores. River Falls 13, Eau Claire 9, fourth
Ooh,
quarter.
tight one.
Interesting. Thank you for the updates.
So my understanding about Memorial, talking to my New Richmond pals, heavy pass, a lot of passing from those guys. They're getting better. I'll just put it to you that way. It seems like everybody said that they're maybe an up and comer in the conference. So we'll
Okay.
have to see. That's a big
Nice.
game. That's next week. So
Nice. Logan Sherbert and Ben Plansky. Is that Logan Shooter? Go Raiders, baby. What's up, Shooter? Jilly, you are the winner on trivia tonight. Nice work. I owe you a pizza down at Willow sometime.
he's going to hold you to that.
I'm in for it. Patty Martin, thanks for tuning in. Says, hearing you, Ken, is making me so fired up for Raider hockey season. Can't wait. Patty Martin. You're so sweet, Patty. Thank you. Nate Stanley, another one coming in. Oh, that was the guy that asked for the trivia, too.
Well, he got it.
You got it.
Little.
Jilly's so quick.
We'll be ready with some trivia in these next few weeks.
Yes, we will. Stanley, yep, another winner there. My name, Jack Adine. Jack Adine, let's go Raiders. All right. Okay. Sorry, I can't get to everybody. I'm trying. Stay focused. We got football
Yep.
to play here.
Keep texting though.
Total
everybody. It's fun
focus.
to read those.
What are you looking for? Updates on scores?
Yeah, let's get some quick scores. We got the River Falls. I'd
Bingo.
like to know that final when we get there. Jaeger on that outside cuts it up again.
Nice job.
Tripped
Ooh.
up by the corner, coming up, making the tackle. So we got New Richmond and at Superior.
Yep.
Chippewa and North tonight, I believe. Of course, this game here.
Let's see if we've got any updates on the old.
You got a
Interweb
Chi-Hi
here.
halftime score. It looks like 21 third quarter, 21-12 against Superior. Or I'm sorry, New Richmond 21-12 over Superior.
Yep.
that score we just got, so
Yep.
13-9.
That's an
And then
update.
Chi-High up 35-7 at home against North. We do have a Rice Lake
Ooh.
score.
New Richmond 28-18.
Okay.
Okay, so that's changed, the Superior New Richmond. It's funny, this SBL Live that I use is semi... they're texting us the Hudson score.
Thank you.
I love our fans that tune into this broadcast. They just crack me up. Oh, man.
Third down here. 3rd and 4. 4 minutes on the clock. Again, good Raider lead here, 21-7.
The Hammers cousins are tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate that.
Keeper
Nice.
trying to strip that ball out. Menomony's going to take another timeout here.
Oh, my gosh. Look at these jokers. Aaron,
Oh,
can
boy.
you join us for pizza? They got their belts on.
Oh, that's a whole other story.
There's I
That's
don't know
a
what.
whole other story. At least Jilly's rocking the Hudson gear. I like that.
I know, right?
Jilly's quite the euchre player. I just got
Is
to
he
tell
really?
you. Yeah,
Really?
he's pretty good. I got to give him credit.
That's awesome. That is a great pick. Thanks for sending.
Of course, Mr. Maury, our favorite line, our favorite chain gang guy.
Yep. Absolute great guy. Fun to chat with him last week, post game. Love it. Go Raiders from Flats out there. Thanks for tuning in, Flatham. That's Noah Flatham. Ben from UMD would like to say hi to Hudson Raider. It's Raider time. Unreal love this team and miss this team. Yeah, they're great. Go Raiders. It's Logan again. Shuit, you're so sweet. I miss you too. Really getting emotional up here.
Watch for pressure here.
Mm-hmm.
Again, one receiver back. They're going to try to get pressure on.
Nice
Good
kick.
boot.
Sit down.
Oh, got a good
look at
bounce
that beauty.
there. Out at about the 7.
Inside the 10 there. Nice job. You called it. About the 7 or the 8-yard line.
Healy back on the field, so good to see that. No, I'm not going to say it because I'll jinx it. I was going to say, well, nothing. Just say nothing and like it.
Just, yes. We love number 36. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, here we go. Wow, look at that mullet.
That is
next
sweet.
next year's Menomonie mullet winner. My kid would be ecstatic if he heard you mention the mullet pitcher. Yes, this is a phenomenal flow. I'm going to break it down in a second. He loved that part of the broadcast. I love it. Look at that flow that he has. It's kind
That
of
is awesome.
a reddish color and just kind of a natural like sway to it, and it comes down just below the shoulders. Really nice. Well, I think that.
Got
What
quite
kind of
the mane,
glasses?
quite the mane.
What kind of glasses do you
You
need?
got to have pit vipers.
Pit vipers.
Those are. Remember Randy Macho Man Savage? I mean, that's kind of the pit viper
The
look.
Macho Man, Randy Savage. Are you kidding me? It's one of my faves. My cousin Will McDonald will have a pick 6 in the final 3 minutes. All right.
I
Take you
Will,
up on that
Will
one?
would love that. Wouldn't that be something, those defensive linemen?
I'd take you up on that. Here we go. We got a quick update. Girls golf is second in conference BRC tournament next week. Recently, senior Lauren Parker was low score and is in the running for conference player of the year.
Nice.
Junior Olivia
Grosthouse.
was also first in a recent meet. Sophie McKenna playing well. Awesome. Thanks for the update on that. Love it.
Keep it going. We like to hear those updates as well. Ha! Yay! Hey, Jelly, if you're still listening, we just got a text. St. Patrick's Church is looking for euchre players tomorrow afternoon.
There you go. Oh, my God. It's a freaking madhouse up here tonight.
Oh, got him.
Man. Eluded a couple, pitched over to the near side here, picked up at the 42. They'll move the chains. Oh,
See,
my
we're
gosh.
hooking people up here
I
in
know.
a good way.
Here we go. 5th quarter. Oh, look at these guys at the Tiki Hut. See you in a bit. Now
that-
that
that's
looks
sweet,
like
isn't
fun.
it?
I gotta get over to the Tiki Hut. All right, Jonesy. At some point, we're gonna have to head on over and do an inspection of the Tiki Hut.
Yeah.
Make sure everything's up to code over there. So, let me know when me and the boys can swing over and check things out.
Oh, you got another somebody else. Will McDonald will get 2 sacks. Man,
Ben
putting a
here
lot of
again.
pressure.
Ken, I miss you so much. Well, I miss you too, Ben. Will's going to get 2 sacks in 1. Here we go. The prediction. Will get 2 sacks in 1 minute. Almost picked there. Jilly says, well, that sounds like another bet. We just keep them going up here. Oh, gosh. Jeff, keep us in sync here, my man. 3rd and 10. Thank you. If it wasn't for you, we'd be on this text machine all
falling
night
apart.
long. We're a total train wreck. I got to turn this phone off. Okay, no. Oh man, we're getting some really good stuff tonight. I'm really enjoying our crew. Jeremy Jonesy just sent me a text to my phone. Oh gosh, Jonesy. There we go. Bring the
Pressure
heat.
coming.
Boom! Oh,
boy.
what a hit! Wow.
Yeah, big hit. He's
That was a
dinged up, though.
crazy play. Check out this replay here.
It was Buechler coming up making
Pass.
that hit.
Oh, my goodness. Sammy Buechler absolutely lays him out there. All right, let's see here. Oh, boy, we're getting the nod to come over to Jonesy's tonight. We got to get a little more heads up, I think. We're inviting ourselves over. We're like, we'll see you in a little bit. Oh, man.
It doesn't take much.
I know, right?
Just
Sure. Jonesy, you're the best. Thank you. Maybe next week, homecoming or something. I don't know. What do you guys? I don't know. Again, I'm inviting myself over at Buddy's
what do you
house,
think?
right?
Yeah.
On the air,
Send
too.
money.
Hey, what do you think? Can you guys sponsor our trip over to Jonesy's Tiki Hut later? Jonesy, we'll talk off air. We'll get something set up. Thank you for the invite. You are the best. Got some beauties on camera here tonight. Absolutely loving the pink hair down there. My goodness, you can't make that stuff up. Awesome. Awesome. Loving the hair. We're loving the flow.
Yep, you're going to be on the news tonight.
On the news, yeah. All right, here we go, defense. 2:20 to go. Another pass, a whole lot of them coming out right now. That one's thrown just a bit out of range there. Okay, I got to turn off this text machine. I'm just
Still buzzing you?
I'm just giggling too much. Yeah, thank you everybody for sending texts to the booth, being a part of this program, and getting some good laughs up here tonight. Right? It's been so much fun. Hudson looking to cap this one off. 2:15 to go, and a pass up the middle. Caught at the 30. He'll drag a little bit of a pile. Get a whistle late here. That'll move the chains though for Menomonie. Menomonie's not throwing the towel in yet. They're still looking to
Yeah, well, all
keep
of a
things
sudden
rolling.
the passing game's happening. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Keep an eye, though. I mean, these are quick passes.
Oh.
And I was just going to say,
picks coming,
we're
right?
going to see a pick possibly. These defenders are certainly teeing off on the receivers.
Got a man down on the far side. We'll get another shot of the bleacher creatures down here, and some of them will take a quick seat while they attend to the player on the field.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's
Good win tonight for
been
Hudson.
it's been a good pink out game. Again, want to say a shout out to the Rhinos Foundation. Again, I know you and I are both longtime fans of the Rhinos Foundation. You can donate to them independently of this game tonight. You can always go to rhinosfoundation.org. That's found on the interweb that Al Gore created for you, Aaron, years ago.
Thank you, Al.
Yep, you're welcome. I'm saying you're welcome for him because I'm not his buddy. They brought up T-shirts for us tonight too. So I don't know.
All right.
I don't know who's the XL. What's that one? XL.
Yeah, the nice thing about the Rhinos, again, if you're not familiar, everything stays local, and it impacts families in our communities here in Hudson and the St. Croix Valley.
Big pressure, big time! Boom, boom, boom! Bringing the heat down tonight. You called it.
Yep, well, let's
Will
see
McDonald with a big-time sack. Somebody called that one. I think it was his cousin.
Yep. Put him on the spot, though. He's got to get one more plus an interception. So.
Oh, he's got to get.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
getting
there's
an
only a
interception
minute.
too.
There's a minute 25 left. Plenty of time.
Sheesh. A lot going on here.
I'm calling a pick right here on the Hudson defense. They're
Pick,
going to
pick.
get one. Pressure coming. Airs it up.
Chucked up to the near side here. Oh,
that
my
was close.
goodness. You
That was
almost
close.
called that one, Aaron. Well, again, you can always reach out to the Rhinos Foundation at rhinosfoundation.org. Again, footballs donating to them. Hockey, boys and girls, donates to the Rhinos Foundation. I think
Baseball,
you introduced
softball.
baseball,
Yep.
softball to the Rhinos Foundation. And
They have a big golf tournament
it's
every
awesome.
year. That's a lot of fun.
You ever playing that thing?
I have not.
You guys are my partners this year. We're in.
One of the guys that is involved is one of the football coaches for River Falls,
that's
Mike
right.
Miller. And
Yeah.
so every year, it seems like there's always, that part of the beginning of the summer where there's scrambles, like 3 a week.
Oh, you just can't
and
keep
it just
up.
all
Yeah.
of a sudden it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you forget about one you want to play in. And
4th and 17. Bringing the noise. The student section lighting it up right now. Oh, McDonald almost got to him. Chucked down that far side. Out of bounds. No bueno. Turnover on downs. You were saying the
there's
scrambles.
their dagger.
The dagger.
Yeah, that's their big one. I think they do a bowling fundraiser as well.
I'm the guy that does that.
Yeah,
That's me.
So you did that.
Yeah, that was early April. We do that after hockey season, before fall sports start up.
Yep.
We're doing it again this year. We'll have our second annual. We packed Hudson Bowl, which thank you, Dan, for donating all those lanes to us. And so, again, all the donation, everything that came in went out to the Rhinos.
When is that?
It'll be early April.
I'll try to make that.
Would
this
you?
year. I think
I'd love for you to get a foursome together.
Ironically, I think I was gone that weekend.
You were.
When Jilly won the belt. So I had to be with Jilly to support him, and, I was in the
Is that the
euchre tournament.
euchre belt?
The euchre belt, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. That's a euchre belt. I was thinking it was some sort of wrestling deal. Love it. Well, you'll see the student section clearing out right now as they get ready to head on down to the field here post-game. The bleacher creatures, the leaders of the creatures, will head on down to the flags as well as this one just kind of ticks down. And what a night. We'll tap you for a player of the game here in just a minute. But, again, Eat Those Performance will be bringing us our post-game player of the game. Aaron is always my main man when it comes to picking out that player of the game. But what a night for Hudson. 21-7, your final. They'll line up for the walkthrough. What are you thinking, my man?
Yeah, good win tonight for the Raiders. Again, get yourself back on track in the conference. Now sitting at 2-1, you've got a couple of your tougher games off the schedule now. So now next week we go in. We've got the 2 Eau Claire teams yet. Travel up to Superior, and then New Richmond end the season. So big win. I thought tonight the defense came really to play. I mean, you saw pressure the whole game, even leading up to that last series and the big sack by McDonald. I thought the defensive backs were active all night. Of course, you got the pick 6 from LeBlanc. I thought he made a great play on that.
That was a huge play.
Jake Bussin ran the ball really well tonight. Had a nice pass to Tyler Lassard. Again, that's a big key highlight moment. But I was real impressed today. I've been mentioning him for the last couple weeks, and he's coming on. Tonight moved him around a little bit more on the defensive line. But Sam Dickman, and again, shout out to the family members out in Maine that were watching tonight. I thought Sam played a great game.
He was on fire tonight.
Couple different times.
Gosh.
I mean, it was simultaneous, the ball getting snapped, and he's in the backfield. with a tackle for loss.
How was that even legal? It didn't even seem like the ball had been snapped at all.
He's just
timed
shooting,
it,
timing it right, shooting the gap. He's quick, a good athlete. So again, great job by that whole defense. Tempering as well, I thought had a great game. But Sam Dickman tonight, good job. He's my player of the game.
Sam, you are our Ethos Performance Player of the Game. Again, thanks a ton to the University of Wisconsin River Falls College of Business and Economics for sponsoring us in the booth. Been a heck of a night, a great bounce back game you talked about earlier. We needed it, and a great bounce back, tuning us up for next week where homecoming is going to be happening, and we'll be hosting the Eau Claire Memorial Squad. The old Abes will be in town.
Yeah.
And always, again, another rivalry that it's always a tough game.
They've been down a little the last several years, but they will definitely come to pass the football. And you're going to see tonight Menomonie passed a lot towards the end of the game, kind of just because they were behind, but you're going to see from the beginning next week, Eau Claire's going to throw.
Yeah.
If we get pressure like we did tonight, I think you're going to see opportunities for some interceptions, probably some big plays from that defense, but it will be a different look than you've seen the last few weeks with that Old Abe squad.
Interesting. Well, it'll be fun. It'll be fun, as always, to call that with you, my friend. Again, I'm Ken Conan. That's Aaron Sundin, and we've got Jeff Tierstick on our camera. Great win. Again, your final 21-7. We'll be right back at it next week. Same time, same place.
Sounds good.